Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is exactly 2 p.m. here in Kampala, and I hope you're doing well. It's a beautiful day. Today, I would like to share with you a very powerful training in the names of treasure chests. Number one, it talks about prospecting and inviting in network marketing. Before we even get started, my name is Asa Fundekwera. I've been in the multi-level marketing fraternity for the last 7 years. It's been a very exciting journey, and God has been so good. I've built an organization over that time of close to 180,000 people. Right now, business is good, and what I want to share with you is a concept that can basically a training that can be able to enhance your life. I joined multi-level marketing because I wanted an extra income. My desires migrated from extra income. Then we proceeded on to what we call financial freedom. The reason I'm here is not because of me. I'm here to share with you one of our fundamental training called Treasure Chest number 1. And it simply talks about prospecting and inviting. So I would like you to get glued into the presentation. I know your life will not remain the same. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is a disclaimer before I start my training. Whatever I'm sharing with you is simply a training, and as you well know, that the learning is always in the doing. If you do not do anything about the things you learn, automatically it's like squeezing milk out of a stone. So I am disseminating information after a long period of being learning about this business. And the only thing you can do for yourself is to go ahead and be able to practice what you learn from this video. Pick up one idea, go ahead and practice, because if you do not implement, if you do not execute, automatically it will be like squeezing milk out of a stone. So I just want to make sure that the people who are receiving this information are prepared very well to be able to go out and basically make things happen. Treasure chest number 1, prospecting and inviting. Ladies and gentlemen, before I even share that entirely, there are some tips I would like to share with you about prospecting and inviting. Tip number 1, emotionally detach yourself from the outcome. Do not keep feelings in whatever you're doing. Yes, people are going to get started, but do not think that everyone is going to get started because one, you started. Everyone has their own reason. So your focus should be on educating prospects about what you have to offer. If you put your mind to basically educating them about your opportunity, they will basically see the value in it, and keeping in emotion shows them that there's something you desire from them which you cannot be able to accomplish. The other thing I need to emphasize under emotion touch, have fun and enjoy the experience, because in life, whatever you do without pleasure, without happiness, automatically backfires on you. So have fun and enjoy the experience, because multi-level marketing is here to stay. Every single day, planet Earth has over 7-point-something billion people. We are running very fast to 8 billion people. Now, if you basically build an attitude of someone who's enjoying what they're doing, automatically, people will get attracted to you. Don't worry about the outcome. Yes, at the end of the day, in our system, we need signups, we need sales, we need to be able to close the deal. But if you keep on worrying about the outcome most of the time, this guy has to join today, he has to join today, most of the time, people are going to run away from you altogether. So when you go ahead and you carry the worry attitude onto yourself, automatically, it's going to block you from attracting the right things that you deserve in life. So do not worry about the outcome. Number 4, stop focusing on getting a sale or a new distributor. Most of us, every time we do a presentation, we want the person that we're sharing the information with to be able to sign up that same day. That is like basically building a castle on an island. It does not surmount anything entirely. Tip number 2, bring some passion. In whatever you do, people do not join the business. People follow people. People are going to join because they believe in you. So bring some passion as you share this concept. There is a difference when someone is presenting at the restaurant and basically he's explaining the opportunity, hitting on the table, and his tone of voice quite a bit loud than someone who's talking like he's talking within a pot. Your prospect will only get excited if you are. So bring some passion. Your positive emotion will always translate into better results. So remember, positivity, a positive attitude is most of the time infectious. So if you want people to get attracted to what you do, you have to project what we call a positive attitude. So bring some passion to whatever you do. Tip number 3, have a strong posture. Confidence is the hallmark of everything you're going to be able to touch. Always know that you are doing them a favor. At the back of your mind, when you go to present to anybody your opportunity, it could be a group of people, one individual. At the back of your mind, hold the attitude that I am doing them a favor. Yes, your compassion plan, our compassion plan of Techno Project is very powerful for a couple of reasons. And whoever gets on board is going to be able to enhance their lives. So once you know that you're doing them a favor, automatically you will present like an authority. But if you look like you want something from them, automatically they won't run away from you. So as you do your business, walk and talk with confidence. I'd like to share with you a very powerful guy I used to watch in the movie series called James Bond. Every time James Bond enters a hotel, it's like the wind is coming off of him as he enters. He stands with his shoulders straight up like this, and every time he basically talks to someone, when they have a handshake, he greets them and says, "My name is James. James Bond." You analyze that emphasis. It shows that he has confidence, and the tone of voice instructs what we call command. So while you're doing your MLM business, while you're prospecting, speak with authority. Speak like you believe in what you're doing. Speak like you are the authority in whatever you came to showcase to the people that you are targeting. Your prospect, let your prospect know that you are a serious business person. The people who go to present and all they do is that they basically want opinions from the people they are presenting to. A serious business person comes in time. A serious business person commits that he's going to do what he says at the right kind of time. So have a strong posture, be confident, be bold and strong when inviting prospect. When you pick up your phone, speak with authority. Confidence is basically, there's some people who call you at the back of the other side when they are calling you, they feel like they are timid. There's nothing as that turns off a prospect like someone who looks like he's not sure about what he's talking about. Boldness, all these skills are learnable. As you basically do something several times, automatically you're going to become better. So be confident, bold, and be strong while inviting prospects. Never be timid or scared of calling anyone. You have an offer that can help their current situation. Yes, that person you're going to present to might be a millionaire by standards, but every other person who has reached a certain level is basically intending to add something new to whatever they have. So be courageous. Do not be timid. You are the authority in this opportunity you're trying to share with them. So you have an offer that can help their situation. So have a strong posture when you're presenting. Tip number 4, ask questions. There is no habit you can repress for asking questions. Whatever you do not understand, ask for clarification. Make sure ask questions and encourage the person to share more about themselves. Now, as a networker, you have to be so good at asking questions, because you might assume that one solution fits for everyone that basically comes on board, and then you start offering solutions which do not work for people. So ask questions like, do you see how this can basically change our lives together? Questions like, do you see how this can be a very good fit towards the challenges we have in life? Ask questions. Do not assume that everyone is going to like what you're talking about. This will help you understand their position and how you can best help them with your opportunity. Tip number 5, don't convince. Avoid the habit of trying to convince your prospects. If you've got to convince someone, have a normal business discussion about improving their financial situation. If you've got to convince someone, have a normal business discussion about improving their financial situation. You're wasting time. People join this business because they have challenges that they need to basically solve. Your job is to find interested person who is open-minded to what you have to offer. Tip number 6, be in a hurry. Always be in a hurry. People who are always in a hurry, in terms of psychology, it looks like they have things going on in their life. So do not show people that you have plenty of time to waste around. In Africa, it's very common, mostly in Uganda and mostly in the Baganda culture. When someone comes to greet you, he's going to ask whether it is raining. He's going to be asking whether your sister is still very healthy. He's going to ask about information concerning the whole entire clan. So as a business person, mostly a network marketer within techno projects, you have to be in a hurry. You have to be in a hurry. Make sure that someone who's always in a hurry is very attractive. Just to be able to emphasize, don't talk too much. Don't talk too much. It's psychologically attractive to appear busy, and your prospect will respect you more, respect your time more, and ask fewer questions when they feel that you're in a hurry because you've got business to conduct. If your conversation with the prospect is more than 2 minutes, that's a clue that you're talking too much. So this is not the time for catching up with the family or friends. So always be in a hurry. Tip number 7, alternative choice approach. Now, provide meeting options. Always give at least 2 options when suggesting a time to meet. Options like, the briefing is going to happen at exactly 11 a.m. or 3 p.m. at Church House on level 8. Which one would be convenient for you? All together? Never ask, when can we meet? It gives them a reason to basically act defensive and reject you. Tip number 8, compliment your prospect. So treat your prospect with respect and dignity. Just know one thing, everyone needs the respect that they deserve. And compliment everyone you talk to. The compliment lowers the degree of resistance and rejection. All together? So while you compliment a prospect, they are going to basically remove all the guards that would have brought all sorts of rejections entirely. Cold market compliment. These are a couple of examples we can share with you about compliments. 1, wow, you're super sharp. You keep your career options open. You see how that goes? Wow, you're super sharp. What kind of work are you in? You get the rhythm. I've enjoyed dealing with you and I appreciate your service. Have you ever thought about moving to working for yourself? This could be someone at a restaurant. He has basically served you as a mechanic, and is employed by someone else. So begin by basically complimenting them. It opens up any levels of resistance. Warm market compliments. An example below is, you are one of the most intelligent people I've known over the years, and I could use your opinion on something. You get the rhythm. I've always noticed how open-minded you are about new ideas, and I would like to run something by you. I'm looking at a new business, and since you're already successful, you're already a successful business person, I would love if you'd give me your take on what I'm doing right now. I've always appreciated your support over the years, and I would like you to basically take a look at something I'm doing apparently. You're always so positive. How do you do it? I know you're business smart and can find the holes in any opportunity. Can I discuss an opportunity I'm looking at with you? I've always admired how sharp you are and how you seem to see what other people cannot see. Warm market compliments. Warm market, these are the people who know you. Every time they mention your name, they can be able to tell that this is so and so. Look at family and friends, classmates, your alumni at university. So all these. Would you be open to something outside of what you're currently doing for income? Get the rhythm? Have you ever thought about finding a way to earn part-time income to supplement your job? Together? Would you be interested in starting a business part-time and work toward replacing your full-time income? I run a business that's currently expanding in your area. Are you open to a new career opportunity? Would you be at all open to a side project if it didn't interfere with what you're currently doing? Indirect approach. Now, you do not come forth like you want them to get signed up there and then. And these are a couple of examples. Who do you know that might be interested in adding a new income stream into their life? You get the rhythm? Another example I could talk about is, do you keep your options open when it comes to earning income? Altogether? Do you have an interest in learning how to make money in a home-based business? Hey, I would like you to come and check out a new business I'm doing. I would love your support just to come and check it out. For close friends and family, you don't have to put on a big sales job. This is the must. People who are very close don't have to put on a very big sales job. Try to be non-pushy, non-salesy, and non-hype. Avoid the tendency to over-exaggerate. Do not hype them. Because at the end of the day, you want someone who's going to sign up and do what you require him to do in terms of succeeding in the business. But if you overhype them, if you push them to get signed up entirely, that push, that hype entirely represents that there's something you want from them other than basically bettering their life. Now, a very powerful module I learned from one of the world-class mentors, Mr. Eric Warren, with over 30 years of experience in network marketing. He designed a system in GoPro called If I Would You approach. That approach tends to help you reduce the level of resistance when you're prospecting your guests. How does it work? If I gave you a video presentation to watch, would you watch it? See how that goes? If I showed you a business idea you can do part-time, would you consider it? You see the system. You do not come along like someone who's trying to basically beg. You're simply saying that if you do something, I'll be able to do something for you. If I invited you to a financial literacy talk, would you be able to attend? You get the drill. See how there is no begging here? You are in control, and most of the time it reveals that you have value, but that you won't release it to them unless they agree to do something on their end. So there's a common rejection that happens with almost everyone. So do not be amazed when someone asks you this question. I've had it several times, and sometimes it basically makes you develop goosebumps. But at this moment, I want to show you how you can handle it. The question is, what is it about? Altogether, that is a very common rejection, and all you need to do is, right now, using the time, the best setting to get into all the details. But if you're like me, you can say it's a project with a Philippine-based company that is expanding operations in East Africa, and we're interested in a few key people to work with either part-time or full-time. Let's discuss full details when we meet up in person. All together. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you one thing, that in terms of prospecting and inviting, the learning is always in the doing. So set a certain ideal number of people that you need to add to your prospect list on a daily basis. Go out and accomplish it. Then in terms of invitation, set a number and make sure you duplicate it amongst your business partners. Do not do anything. Do not instruct your business partners to do things that you cannot be able to do. All you need to do is set a standard that can be accomplished by each and every body. So as we close our presentation on treasure chest number 1, these are the steps in attaining. Now, while you're pursuing your network marketing career, most of the time your strongest motivating factor are the dreams you have. But I want to emphasize one thing. These are the steps in attaining. When you are pursuing your dreams, you start from very far. If you take a look, you start from here. Are we together? So when you start, you have to develop what we call a concept called GLLA. GLLA stands for a good learning and listening attitude. Because you might be a professor, you might be an IT specialist, you might be a preacher, you might be someone who's from a different background. When you join this industry, empty your cup completely. Forget everything you know about what you know entirely, and let yourself be taught. So in this case, to be able to succeed, you need to develop what we call a good learning and listening attitude. There are so many brilliant people, but what fails them is the fact that they are not open to learning the new concept on how you can succeed in your business. After developing that good learning and listening attitude, you'll be able to learn. In our business, when you remove the letter L, automatically you stay with the word earn. In our business, you learn while you earn. Yes, as you're learning, you're inviting people to attend opportunity meetings. 6 months down the road, 1 year down the road, 2 years down the road, you will have gotten used to the whole entire system and you can teach it independently. But as soon as you sign up to get the second day, you may have a sign up and earn income while you're still learning. So it's very normal. After learning, you're going to be able to teach. The process of learning, I just want you to understand one thing in multi-level marketing and mostly techno project, is the essence of learning is to be able to teach. Because as a network marketer, your role as a leader is to teach the people you bring to the business in one way or another. So when you're able to teach, you're able to duplicate. Everything in network marketing is about duplication. Before you instruct anybody to do anything, make sure you're doing it, because the best way you can train people in our industry is basically by doing. The learning is always in the doing. And once they watch you doing certain things, they're going to model the same behavior. There's a common saying in our industry which goes like, monkey see, monkey do. Monkey sit also. That means that if you basically want to create a duplicable system, be the first to spearhead the operations of the business that you're trying to do. So if you're able to duplicate, you can delegate. A time is going to come when you have like 100,000 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, and then out of 1,000 people, you have like 50 presentations that have been done in several different places. You cannot be in all those places at the same time. So all you need to do, if you have basically duplicated yourself, if you have built leaders, you can be able to delegate and ask them to support you in those other presentations that we're talking about. So after you're able to delegate, you can be able to multiply. What do I mean by this? Time is going to come when you have a presentation here in Kampala, you have a presentation in Dubai, you have a presentation in South Africa, you have a presentation in Barala, you have a presentation in Hong Kong. Now, all these presentations going on are going to benefit your portfolio as a network marketer. If you're able to multiply, that's when we say you have a network. You do not have a network until you go through the process from here up to here. So the first day, the first month, the first 2 months, you cannot say you have a network. A network only happens if you go through this process. And I want to emphasize one thing, there is no shortcut. And if you're able to network, that's when the income comes and you can be able to attain your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we have a better way, but I do know one thing, we're supposed to do certain things to basically get to that better way. Our system is a 3 to 5 year plan. Let me tell you one thing, 3 to 5 years might look like a lot of time, but I want you to look at our society. We have so many people who have been working for the last 40 years and they don't have anything to show. I'm talking about a system which will pay you whether you're there or you're not there. So you can also follow us. These are our social media handles. We're on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Instagram. So this is our WhatsApp line. So whenever you can just WhatsApp if you have any questions that you want answered. I just know one thing, your dream is as close as you decide it to be, because if you take action today, the next day you're going to have the results that you desire. Ladies and gentlemen, you are the end results of the decisions you made from yesterday. If you want to change tomorrow, you have to decide today. So learn everything you can about your industry and execute. The most learning is in the doing. Right now, I am sharing the few things I've learned in the period I've learned from other people. So it's up to you to design a system that you feel works for you. So thank you for attending our Zoom meeting, and we love you so much. Just know one thing, if you have any question, you can WhatsApp us on those numbers, and you can be able to discuss more on how you can be able to build a very firm and solid network all over the world. My name is Asaf Fundikwera. Just be posted. We'll be sharing so much more information. And do not forget to simply subscribe to our YouTube page, our YouTube network. I know one thing, that we can basically make this world a better place. Thank you for listening in. And may God bless you.